Yeah. So, my name is Nikolas. I'm from Indonesia, and today I'm gonna share with you guys a bit of my life story. So, I'm currently in Taiwan for my second year. So, I'm in second year in chemical engineering, but it's not my first year being abroad, nor my second year. It's actually my fourth year being abroad. It's not that it's the whole 4 years was in Taiwan, but it's like 3 years back, my family decided to send me to China. Then about 2 years back, they decided to send me to Malaysia. Then a year back, they decided to send me here to study. So it all began 3 years ago when I was 15. I just graduated from my junior high school. So at that time I was 15 and my parents told me that we don't think you should continue with normal high school because my mom is a teacher, so she's very well aware of education systems around the world. So then she told me, why don't you take foundation? So foundation is basically a program where you can specifically pick what you want for your major already. For example, you pick foundation in science, means you're going to biomed or you're going to be a doctor or something like that. Or you take foundation in business, meaning you're going to management or finance or accounting. Or the one that I took was foundation in engineering, which leads me here to chemical engineering, I guess. So then it all began 3 years back. August 21st, I went to China. So then my family is all Chinese, like we are Huaqiao, but none of us can speak Mandarin. Yeah. So then they told me like, we're all Chinese, but none of us can speak Mandarin. Isn't it embarrassing? Well, how about you go to China and study? So then I studied there for half a year. And before I went to China, everyone told me like, once you go abroad, you'll miss home a lot. You'll cry, you'll miss home a lot, you'll miss home foods and everything. But then, after I left for China, I went to Beijing. And for the first 2 weeks, I didn't miss home at all. Like, I didn't even message my mom a lot, which makes her angry. She's like, why don't you message home a lot? You're nice at home, why are you turning to be like this? But then, after about 2 weeks, it was like 2 days before the semester starts, and I was in my room all alone, like laying down in my bed, and not knowing what to do, because like, for the first 2 weeks, we had a lot of activities, we went around and get more familiar with the places. But then after those 2 weeks, it was a 2-day break before the semester starts. So then, I was laying down in my bed and I suddenly cried, like tons. Like I cried for a whole 30 minutes, I guess, without no reason. And I was like there, why am I crying? Then it's like, but I kept on crying. Then it came to me that, wow, I miss home a lot. I really do miss home a lot. I called my mom, I told her that, Mom, I'm so sad. And you know, the funny thing is, my mom laughed at me. My mom laughed at me, you said you didn't miss home. Then I told her, yeah, I didn't miss home. Then my mom started crying. So both of us were crying and my dad was like, don't cry, stay calm. But then I learned how to adapt to live abroad, to live away from my parents. So after I went back from China, I went to Malaysia to finish my foundation a whole year. Then I went back, then now I'm here. Now I'm 18 and yeah, 18, turning 19 this year. So I'm starting to worry about a lot of things, you know, like being far away from home. There was this one time that my father got sick. I think he was exhausted of his work. So then my mom called me, was like, your dad is sick, why don't you go and talk to him? Then I told her, how come he's sick? I don't even know that he's sick. So it's like, when I'm far away from home, I don't know what's happening at home. I don't know what I can do. You know, when I'm home, I can cook for them, I can drive them to the hospital, I can give them medicine, I can be by their side while they're laying down on the bed, not doing anything. And when I was little, I hated those things a lot. Like when I was like 14, 13, I just wanted to go out, play soccer, play games. And whenever my mom said, why don't you stay at home tonight? I'll go around and say to her, why should I stay home? I mean, it's like my 13 and 14 years old won't come back again. Let me enjoy it. And my mom gave up and she let me play around. But now I regret it because now I don't even have the chance to do so. So, yeah, I regret that a lot. Then, it came to me, if I'm worrying about my parents, if a kid is worrying for his parents, won't a parent worry for his kid as well? So it came to my mind that how powerless must have they felt when I'm away from them, with no one guarding me here. An 18-year-old boy in a land far, far away, with no one guarding him, not knowing what happens to him, and I reply very late. Like my mom would message me like 6 a.m. at night saying, "Good morning, how are you today? I love you," and I would reply 8 at night, "I'm fine." That was 1 year back, but now I learned a lot that, I mean, there's times where parents will miss you a lot, and I'm starting to get that feeling for myself because I know how worrying it is. When I ask them, is everyone okay? My mom will definitely say okay, but I don't know whether or not they're okay. Because whatever the situation is back home, they're gonna say it's okay. So I stopped asking, And it happens the same when I'm stressed out, when I'm very tired, I won't tell them because I know that they have a lot of burdens for them as well. Why should I add a burden to them? But then it becomes frustrating, not knowing what's happening. There are times where I have to call up my sister and ask, are they actually okay? Because my mom is like a very ladylike woman. So she'll say she's okay, but she's not okay. She'll be like, yeah, I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. Yeah, yeah. But then turns out there's definitely a problem behind it. And so it hurts a lot, like being far, far away from home, being so powerless just because of the distance, not being able to be with them. So what I want to say is that I regret all those things. So for you guys Taiwanese who are closer to your homes here, is that I wish that you guys can use these opportunities better. Thank you. Get me.